close your eyes and feel the world around you, not with your senses, but with your mind. What if I told you that the galaxy's most successful franchise is not a work of fiction, but a coded manual for human existence? Welcome to Hidden Lens, where we peel back the layers of pop culture to find the terrifying and beautiful truths hidden in plain sight. For nearly 50 years, Star Wars has captivated billions. But why? Is it just the laser swords and the space battles? No. It's because George Lucas didn't just write a movie, he built a synthesis of 3,000 years of human wisdom. He took the Stoicism of Marcus Aurelius, the Zen of the East, and the psychological blueprints of Carl Jung, and he hid them inside a farm boy's journey. Today, we are going to explore the deepest secrets of the Force. We aren't just talking about lore, we are talking about your life. We are talking about why you fail when you try too hard, why your fears are actually your greatest weapons, and how a smuggler named Han Solo mastered a state of mind that modern science is only now beginning to understand. Before we ignite the Kyber crystal of truth, ask yourself, are you ready to unlearn everything you have been told? If you seek the truth behind the lens, then you are in the right place. Subscribe to Hidden Lens now, because after this video, you will never see the stars or yourself the same way. And stay with us until the very end, where we reveal the gray path, the secret to absolute balance that neither the Jedi nor the Sith wanted you to find. Let's dive into the abyss. The greatest teacher, failure is. We've all heard Yoda say it, but do we understand it? Think about the Jedi Order at its peak. They lived in an ivory tower on Coruscant. They were rich, powerful, and respected, yet they were blind. Why? Because they had become a bureaucracy. They became living tools of the Republic. They believed they had the Force in their pockets. They thought they knew everything, and that arrogance was their undoing. In your life, do you feel like you're doing everything right but still losing? It's because success is a dangerous mirage. Success confirms your biases. It makes you rigid. But failure is the only thing that forces a confrontation with yourself. Yoda didn't just preach failure, he lived it. He watched his entire order burn because he was too focused on dogma and not enough on the Force. He tells Luke, pass on what you have learned, strength, mastery, but weakness, folly, failure also. Yes, failure most of all. The secret is this: success is a poor teacher. It makes you comfortable, but failure strips away the illusion of control. It forces you to unlearn what you have learned. If you are struggling right now, if you feel like you failed, rejoice. You are in the swamp of Dagobah. You are exactly where you need to be to become a master. Let's move from the temples to the smuggler's cockpit. There is a scene in Return of the Jedi that contains the most practical advice for the 21st century. Han Solo and the rebels are approaching a massive Imperial fleet. The tension is so thick you could cut it with a vibroblade. Chewbacca is panicking, and Han says, keep your distance, but don't look like you're trying to keep your distance. Fly casual. This isn't just a cool line. It's a masterclass in relaxed alertness. Think about your biggest challenges: a high-stakes presentation, a first date, a massive risk. Our instinct is to tighten, to freak out. But when you freak out, you project weakness. You invite the Imperial fleet of your anxieties to notice you. Han Solo is a Stoic in a leather vest. He acknowledges the danger. He isn't delusional, but he refuses to let the danger dictate his energy. This is what the Stoics call amor fati, loving your fate, even the dangerous parts. By flying casual, you are telling the universe, I am here, I am aware, but I am not afraid. The Hidden Lens insight. Worrying never helps. Freaking out only furthers the problem. To fly casual is to trust in your training and your instincts. It is the realization that your focus determines your reality. If you focus on the disaster, you invite it. If you focus on the path, you navigate it. He's more machine now than man, twisted and evil. Obi-Wan's description of Darth Vader is poetic, but it's also a clinical diagnosis of a soul that has lost its balance. Anakin Skywalker is the most impactful anti-hero in history because he wasn't always bad. Those who know his fall from grace see a good, altruistic man performing countless acts of heroism. Yet, his tortured obsession for protecting the ones he cares about takes him down an alternate path. He was caught in the tragedy of noble cause corruption. He wanted to save the people he loved so much that he was willing to burn the galaxy to do it. His mask symbolized his separation from humanity. In our own lives, we wear masks every day. We wear the mask of the professional, the successful parent, or the person who has it all together. But the more we hide our Anakin, our vulnerabilities, our fears, our shadows, the more Vader we become. Shadow integration is the secret to mental health. You cannot destroy your darkness. You can only bring it into the light. Anakin fell because he tried to use the dark side to achieve a great good. He tried to bypass the natural order of life and death. The lesson? Do not fear your own darkness. Acknowledge it. Talk to it. Connect with it on a human level, as Luke did with his father. Redemption is not about erasing the past. It is about reclaiming the humanity that was lost. One of the most misunderstood secrets of the Force is the Jedi ban on attachment.
Many critics say the Jedi were cold and unfeeling. They say that by forbidding love, the Jedi created Darth Vader. But through the hidden lens, we see a deeper Eastern philosophical truth. In Buddhism, attachment is not love. It is clinging. It is a possessive, selfish form of desire that demands the universe stay exactly as you want it to be. Yoda preaches that death is a natural part of life. To be unattached means you are unified with everything. There is no need to cling to one person when you realize you are part of the entire Force. The Jedi's failure was that they turned a beautiful spiritual truth into a rigid bureaucratic rule. They misdefined attachment, and then they forbade it. The real-world secret: love without possession, care without control. When you can let go of the outcome, you gain the power to act with absolute clarity. This is why Luke Skywalker was the ultimate Jedi. He loved his father enough to risk his life, but he was also willing to let him go. You must unlearn what you have learned. This is the force of belief. We are all born with a beginner's mind. As children, we believe anything is possible, but then life happens. We learn limitations, we learn fear, we learn reality, and our minds become cluttered with thoughts of what we think things should be. Yoda's catchphrase is a psychological intervention for personal development. We harbor limiting ideas, traumas from our past that impede our growth. We think we know our limits, but limits, like the size of an X-wing, are often an illusion of the conscious self. To unlearn is to create space for development. It is the realization that knowledge can sometimes be a prison. If your mind is empty, it is always ready for anything. In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities. In the expert's mind, there are few. The secret strategy? Every morning, ask yourself, what am I clinging to that is no longer true? What belief about my own weakness am I refusing to unlearn? Beyond the rigid dogma of the Jedi and the destructive passion of the Sith lies a lesser-known path, the gray Jedi. These enigmatic figures reject the extremes. They believe that true understanding of the Force requires embracing both light and dark without succumbing to either. They do not deny their emotions like the Jedi, but they do not allow their emotions to control them like the Sith. In a world of dualities and binary choices, left versus right, good versus evil, us versus them, the gray Jedi philosophy is a call to authenticity. It resonates with those who seek balance. The hidden lens insight? You are not defined by the expectations of others. You are not bound by the teachings of your predecessors. You are you. Walk the middle path. Seek the silver lightsaber of neutrality. This is the secret of the independent Force wielder who chooses action over deliberation. If Yoda is the philosopher of the Force, Din Djarin, the Mandalorian, is the practitioner of Stoic endurance. He rarely expresses strong emotions. He maintains a calm demeanor in high-stress combat. He endures physical and emotional hardships without complaint. This is apatheia in action. His commitment to his missions and his personal code echoes the Stoic virtue of living a life of service and moral responsibility. But notice the shadow here too. By never removing his helmet, he suppressed his identity for his creed. His growth as a character, his hero's journey, comes when he realizes that the code is not more important than the connection. The lesson? Have a code. Be disciplined, but do not let your armor become your prison. We have reached the core of the Force, the final secret that changed the galaxy. In Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker did the most illogical thing possible. He threw away his weapon in front of the most powerful Sith in existence. This is the ultimate expression of Wu-Wei, the Taoist art of non-doing, or acting by not acting. The Emperor promised Luke power through control, but Luke's power came from not resisting. By refusing to fight his father, he forced Vader to face his own soul. He broke the logic of opposition. In your life, there will be moments where fighting only makes the problem stronger, where your photon torpedoes cannot hit the target. In those moments, the secret is to surrender to the Force, not as a sign of weakness, but as a sign of ultimate strength. The softest things in the world run roughshod over the firmest things. The little guy, the Ewoks, the droids, the farm boys, win because they live in harmony with the natural order, while the Empire collapses under the weight of its own mechanical rigidity. The journey of the Jedi is your journey. The battles across the stars are the battles within your mind. Through the hidden lens, we don't just see a movie, we see a mirror. We see that the Force will be with you always, as long as you have the courage to search for it. If this deep dive into the philosophy of Star Wars opened your eyes, then your training has just begun. Hit that subscribe button to join the Council of Hidden Lens. Like this video to help spread the light side of the YouTube algorithm. And check out our other videos, like our analysis of the psychology of the Joker or the hidden philosophy of the Matrix. We have so much more to uncover. The galaxy is vast, and the lens is sharp. What is the biggest secret you learned from Star Wars? Tell us in the comments below. I read every single one, and I want to hear your story. Thank you for watching. May the Force be with you, always.